It's the truth, I step into the night. Now never made sense to me why some crave the limelight. It makes me wonder how I'm supposed to be. Could it be wrong to kick back and just right? Now let the truth be told. When in my zone, learn from the fighters' techniques. Now let the truth be sold to you. Eyes on the goal, but you're moving too quick. Don't speak, just listen. No doubt gonna lay my claim. You put in work and just wait, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, now I stick to my goal always. Damn right, gotta lay my claim. Watch the whole world change, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, gotta stick to my goal always. It's the truth, I step into the night. Now never made sense to me why some choose the limelight. Imagine if they put the time to seek, to find a talent and then watch it take flight. Well, let the truth be told. Go to your zone, learn from the finest techniques. Well, let the truth be sold to you. Come to your own, but you're moving too quick. Don't speak, just listen. No doubt gonna lay my claim. You put in work and just wait, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, now I stick to my goal always. Damn right, gotta lay my claim. Watch the whole world change, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, gotta stick to my goal always. Come on, vibe with us. Little something at a spot tonight. Come on, get hype with us. Ain't no need to fight. Get up, wake up, get down to this sound. We gonna light the night. Tell me who is high in life. Everywhere I seek, things speak to me. Things speak to me, please sing to me. Set up, break down till I'm weak. Each week we reach a new peak, and I wonder when it all might stop. Cause until then I'll give it all I got in harmony. Get back up, you're my remedy. Time to do it again. Everybody at a spot tonight. Come on, vibe with us. Little something at a spot tonight. Come on, get hype with us. Ain't no need to fight. Get up, wake up, get down to this sound. We gonna light the night. Tell me who is high in life. Just got announced from Oregon, and it's fire. Wanna inhale, exhale. Yeah, California, Washington keeps it blazing. Inhale, exhale. Just got some chronic at my spot, and I'm ready. Wanna inhale, exhale. Yeah, Colorado, well, starts keeps me medicated. Inhale, exhale. I'll be the first one to say, yeah, light it up, I'll be the first one to fade. And spark it up, we're elevated. Nah, I can't complain. It keeps me humble, makes me appreciate. Sweet Mary Jane, you pick me up, you make me feel no pain. And when in doubt, inspire me to get out. Sing with my heart, I'll take a draw to calm down. Don't have to tell you, we don't have to give a reason. We elevate at any time or any season. It keeps me going, never feel like I'm defeated. Gives me that feeling I can always count on. I'll take the best of what's around. It don't matter, wanna inhale, exhale. Yes, outside, keep it up, keep it blazing. Inhale, exhale. Just got some endo at my spot, and it's fire. Wanna inhale, exhale. And in the islands, well, stops keeps me medicated. Inhale, exhale.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut. know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name. Fourth of July today.
Let's get it. What kind of fireworks y'all fucking with out there? I'll tell you what kind of fire I'm fucking with. Just pack some Knockout OG from Tyson 2.0.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ellis Greens. We got that finally in the air. You feel me? Today.
Extendo version for 4th of July. Smoke it up. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the job. Everyone who's already up in here with us. What up, One Nation? Phil in the house. Shout out to Emil. He said, "Happy 4th, my American friends."
What's happening? God bless America.
Derek in the house. Happy 4th. We got Crispy in the house. What up, what up?
What's happening?
And here we go. I always loved Dazed and Confused. And we got the little clip. I posted it all over social media because it's just, yeah, man, it's real. This is one of the woke teachers back in the 70s in the Dazed and Confused movie.
Hey guys, one more thing. Hey, this summer, when you're being inundated with all this American bicentennial 4th of July brouhaha, don't forget what you're celebrating, and that's the fact that a bunch of slave-owning, aristocratic white males didn't want to pay their taxes.
Who's out forever?
So classic.
You fuck with Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
They got that one joint. We don't need no education. Doom, 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 doom. We don't need no thought control. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Hey, teachers, leave them kids alone. Dum, dum, dum.
Because you hate Usher so much, you've never seen fucking what's it called? Damn it, what's that movie called? The Faculty. But that's like one of the big montages in the movie. It's them.
Oh yeah, because the teacher, because they're like going against the teachers.
No, so I mean the teachers,
the school.
Yeah, the teachers are like part of the aliens. Like I don't. It's just yeah, it's a whole montage. It's the football game going. It's like a rival town, and now they get to like infect this rival town's football team. You know, with
we don't need no thought control. Cue the wind. I said cue the wind. You're just gonna stand there with the fan? My cousin, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's funny. All right, let's get down to some of the news. And okay, now this is pretty crazy. Okay, because this was a private conversation.
Hold on, say that again.
This was a private conversation.
How private was it?
So private that we're talking about this on our show because someone leaked the information. The NFL blamed players for wearing the wrong cleats during the Super Bowl, and that's their reason for slipping and sliding out there on the field. And it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson who tried 3 different pairs of cleats and said none of them worked out there.
I mean, you know what's crazy is that like Jalen Hurts was legit on fire. Like that so much that even the shoes weren't stopping him because he was slipping all over the place too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But he was still making plays, slipping all over the place. There was a bunch of receivers. It was happening on both teams. So,
well, no, I mean, it's not. You know, I mean, this isn't like anything. Yeah, nothing like that. No conspiracy like that. But how did the NFL tell the players what to wear? And PJ Gardner-Johnson tried 3 different pairs of cleats. None of them were able to work. If he was told what type of cleats to wear, I'm pretty sure he just wore the right cleats instead of trying 3 separate pairs.
They're in Arizona, huh?
Who?
Yeah, the Super Bowl is in
Yeah, last
Rona.
year, yeah.
So how the fucking is they got this state of the art grass.
Yeah, makes no sense.
I don't get it. We don't need no busted cleats.
Let's see. Crispy said they should have practiced in the sprinklers. Come on.
They were in Arizona.
And Derek said, hey, the Eagles lost. I have no complaints. Just saying. All right, let's see. Oh, for all you crazy Cowboy fans, you guys ready for this? Netflix is on the verge of securing a 10-episode Jerry Jones docu-series.
Read it. It's in the chat already. Read it. It's their year.
We're going to have to watch it, and I hope we're going to be able to talk some shit about Jerry Jones. Yeah, we'll see if this is a
Hey, it opens up like this. Hi, my name is Jerry Jones. I'm going to welcome you in to the very intimate world of Jerry's World. Cut. Okay, do that again. Hi, my name is Steven. I'm sorry, that was you. Do it again.
If they were going to do a story about how Steven became a member of the Jones family, I don't believe this shit. I mean, you want to give the backstory, Bogey?
I was at a Piggly Wiggly. And I was shopping at a Piggly Wiggly, and I saw a beautiful looking baby. I said, ma'am, how much for that baby? And that's how I found Steven. Bought him for $75. Pretty good deal.
Yeah, for sure. Because we can go back. I mean, the prices on babies were raising because George Lopez, he has this whole episode and he's thinking about how his mom sold him. And he got sold, but then he also got returned.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But he was sold for $500. And this is,
I mean, remember when adopting black babies was like real big in Hollywood for a moment there?
Shout out to Brad and Angelina.
There wasn't really too many black people adopting black babies. It was like white ladies. Brad Jelena. Right? Brangelina. Fucking who was the bitch on the bus? Speed. She's kind of hot.
Hold on. Sandra Bullock.
She adopted a little black baby.
Have you ever seen the show Unhappily Ever After?
No.
Dude, okay. Well, this one, I feel like they got to bring it back somehow. Okay, so Sandra Bullock, she's like the producer, like of the show, or executive producer, but on this show, like multiple times. Like, why are you gonna fantasize about someone you could actually have? And they just like talk shit about her throughout the movie. But the dad, he gets divorced from his family, he loses everything, he moves into this shitty apartment, and then he goes psycho. And his best friend is a talking rabbit named Mr. Floppy.
Whoa. Oh shit!
And the whole their intro, the intro theme song is
shit on WB.
Yeah.
What the fucking had the little titty bitch? What was her name?
Nikki Cox.
There you go. She's some titties on her.
Yeah, and the Hit the Road Jack was there.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back? Yeah. Okay, so that's the premise. That's why he went crazy, and only he sees the bunny.
Yeah,
the rabbit.
And the rabbit, mentions it multiple times. Jack, you're crazy. You're talking to a stuffed rabbit right now.
And it's
what up, Steven? He said, "Happy 4th, fuckers." What up, bro? Smoke up.
Happy 4th, man. Hey, what was it? It was Bobcat, huh?
The name,
the voice.
Oh, let's see. Who was it?
Hey guys. He has that, like, you know what I mean?
Yep, you're right.
From Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait. How do you say that? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a real weirdo, but that was his whole shit.
Puppeteer of Mr. Floppy was Alan Troutman. I think that's Adam Troutman's dad.
I was just about to say it definitely is. I mean, if it isn't, it is now.
The lineage of this family goes from puppeteer in Hollywood to NFL to the NFL field in the next generation.
Adam Troutman.
Anthony in the house. What up, bro?
What up, Anthony? Hey, Adam Troutman, he's over there in Denver.
Yeah. are going to change, man. He's
Back
on
with
the rise.
Sean Payton.
He's on the rise. And let's see. And okay, speaking of tight ends, how about Foster Moreau in full remission after the Hodgkin's lymphoma? That's pretty awesome.
Shout out, man. Big up.
With Derek Carr and them getting rid of Adam Troutman, I mean, it's only Foster Moreau and Juwanna Mann Johnson over there, and they run a lot of 2 tight end sets. So he may be something if you guys actually play in leagues with tight end spots and you want a super, super late dart throw.
Shout out to my man Foster, the island of Dr. Foster Moreau.
So Chase Claypool, he's making sure to let people know. He said, expect this year's Bears squad to be night and day difference between last year. What up, James? What's going on, brother?
What up, James? Man, I just tell Claypool to shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm probably, well, I know I'm not the only one necessarily, but I think I'm the only one who's down for DJ Moore and Chase Claypool at their ADP, just because I really feel
I love DJ Moore.
Well, yeah, I know you do, but I'm just saying, like, and the Chase Claypool part of it too, because I know you don't.
Yeah,
I just feel like he's gonna have a big resurgence with like Fields, and a lot of it is because I really expect Fields to take a little bit of a step forward. But I mean, really, we're getting him like for free in like the last round of a lot of drafts, so that's why I'm okay. Or even goes undrafted in these drafts, so you're getting him for free. That's the reason why I'm okay with that.
I won't even take him in the best ball.
And James is with you. He said, Claypool, bro, no, not worth it. I've taken him in a couple best ball, and that's it. I doubt it.
That's cool. He's a best ball guy, I guess.
And James said, I'm
okay being wrong about Claypool.
James said he's about to rip a dab and then jump into the weekly winners on Underdog. There you go. And I'm assuming you're already there. But for those who aren't on Underdog, go get over there and use the promo code Hustler. And look at that, James. If you're a 420 crew member on YouTube, we actually have a custom dab emoji for the 420 crew members, and then you can let us know how you're smoking. I'm about to take a rip out of the Jerome Baker bong right now. All right, which one am I smoking, guys? You think I should smoke the Tyson 2.0, the Toad, or should we go with the Uppercut OG, the Knockout OG, or the Sour Diesel? We'll give everyone the choice in here. And James said Claypool doesn't take the sport seriously.
Because he's Canadian, man. This is an American sport.
I mean, what do we expect?
He's Mapletron.
What do we expect? I know that there's some some analysts who come from Canada, but for fantasy football, but it's just one of those things. Like we love our Canadians, but when it comes to an American sport like football, got to go with the root. And there we go. Shout out to James, who just became a YouTube member right now. 420 Crew YouTube member.
Yeah, man.
Throw those emojis in there.
Let's
get it. Ooh, and Derek said the Tyson 2.0 Sour Diesel.
I was going to say the sour. Look at that. Is that what it is? Just champions think alike?
Yeah.
Reigning champion, by the way.
Here we go. Let's rip off a bowl here. Yeah, and this Sour Diesel, not the best nug, kind of small. I've been pulling on it, but you can see the crazy orange hairs, the light rich greenery, super frosty. I mean, man, the trichomes are just like insane.
The trichomes are the bee's knees, man. And
now we're about to hit this out of the ball.
Let me hit that ball.
Yeah, we got to start using that more often because it was not because of someone that drop existed. It's because I've loved that song since I was like 12 years old.
That bong, 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 bong.
Yeah, let's smoke it up for James and welcome in a new 420 crew member.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Gobble, one of us. Those guys are fucking goofy as fuck. And what's it called? In The Wolf. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble, one of us. That's definitely a movie we're gonna have to do on the silver screen breakdowns.
Yeah, Wolf.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Martin Scorsese and Leo We've already done one Martin Scorsese and Leo movie. We did Shutter Island for the silver screen breakdowns. How about we're going to be doing Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey this Friday, and we got a returning guest coming on the show. It's Corey from Big Dumb Movie Podcast, and he came when we did the breakdown of Surf Ninjas. Me, him, and Bogey. I don't know if you're going to find too many more people in this world who like Surf Ninjas like more than us. Like I've heard, it's funny. Like
was in that movie.
Corey's gone on other movie review podcasts, and like he's always throwing out Surf Ninjas like best movie of the '90s. And like if I have to think really hard about like one of the best ones, it's always going to be that one. Ninja movies were the shit in the '90s.
Hell yeah, they were. I was a ninja for Halloween at least like three out of the 5 years in elementary school.
Oh, this is funny. We played a clip from Dazed and Confused earlier. We have not done it yet. It is going to be on the list, but every 4th of July, I always think about this clip from Dazed and Confused.
Hey guys, one more thing. Hey, this summer, when you're being inundated with all this American bicentennial 4th of July brouhaha, don't forget what you're celebrating, and that's the fact that a bunch of slave-owning, aristocratic white males didn't want to pay their taxes. Yeah!
That was one of the woke teachers back in the day. And Big Tons, I saw you post about this. He said, bro, Days of Thunder 2 is being made. Yeah. I fucking love the first Days of Thunder. I swear, man. Like, they better not ruin it. Like, it better not ruin it. For those who haven't seen Days of Thunder, it's a NASCAR movie with Tom Cruise. And it's one of those ones where, like, during the fantasy football like championship week, I always go back and I watch like all the I just go back and try to get every movie that I can and like watch the championship game, in those movies. And this one was, I believe it's the Daytona. It's either the Daytona 500 or the Indy 500, one of the two. I can't remember what race this is, but he takes it on home.
Spoiler alert.
Come on, man. When I watch this I don't watch Coach Carter during the fantasy football, championship week. Come on. We're only watching the movies where they win at the end of the movie, not the ones where they come up.
That's in Tom Cruise's. Hey, look at Tom Cruise is having like a resurgence on all his 90 movies, because I think they even they have another mission that's already in the can. Like there's already like special.
They're starting another trilogy of Mission Impossible. Like,
they already got the first movies coming out, I think, this summer.
Fucking ridiculous. I mean, Scientology, man, his dues are high. He's not going out like Antonio Brown in arena football. He's actually paying his dues.
How come nobody says he's a clown?
And James said, I feel like
Tom Cruise ain't never played no jockey in the movie. Nobody knows he's really smart.
He's played the Last Samurai, though. Like he's played a lot of roles. And James said, I feel like there's no need to remake certain movies, just leave Days of Thunder alone. And see, so this one's supposed to be like a sequel, like, just like whatever the new Top Gun.
I've never even seen Maverick. Like Top Gun's so great. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I really don't even remember the first one. There's a lot of people who are making the claim that the second one is better than the first one.
Who do you think wins in the fight? Tom Cruise, any Tom Cruise, or John Travolta?
John Travolta, man. He's just
right.
He's a lot bigger. See, I was gonna say like John Travolta, not John Travolta. Tom Cruise.
Just trying to think of two different Scientologists. You know what I mean?
Tom Cruise or like Vin Diesel. Because the same size.
Come on, man.
I know, right? Like, I mean,
bro, there's probably like 300 names you'll say before you get to a name that Vin Diesel can kick their ass.
Hell of a singer, but not too much.
Vin Diesel sucks.
Okay, and I was right. I was right with the first one. Big Ten said it was Daytona. Okay, and watch. See, I bet you Spencer the Guru, like he knows some cold trickle. That's his. That's what's it called? Tom Cruise's character's name in that movie.
I like it.
And One Nation said T.I. is coming out with, I believe, a movie called The Department. Supposedly it's an ATL version of Friday. Oh, man.
I don't think it's called The Department. I think it's called Apartments.
Okay.
Because that's how they that's how they say apartments over there. And like,
D-A,
apartments.
Apartments.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just said it.
Okay. I thought you were saying departments.
I said it fast, so it all kind of.
Yeah. Departments. Yeah. Okay. Damn, I swear he's taking. I swear that's Two Chainz idea. I remember years ago, 2 Chainz was on the podcast.
Man, 2 Chainz he's getting it, man. Come on.
Yeah, 2 Chainz he's like a Renaissance man, huh? He just finds everyone. He made like $3 million that year.
James said, "Oh, great, they all have sons."
Off the trap set. What did he say?
He said, "Oh, great, they all have sons." And he said, "Who wins in a fight, Vin Diesel or Ed Sheeran?" Who's Ed Sheeran? Is that the guy from?
Ed Sheeran will whoop his ass, bro. That's the guy, the singer. The fucking. He's like a European fucking. He's like a British or English Justin Timberlake without the dance move.
Damn, I have no idea. I just pulled it up on Google so I can see what he looks like. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Ed Sheeran will whoop Vin Diesel's ass.
Vin Diesel will only fight for his family. That's it. He won't fight for himself. All right, let's get back to the news. Let's see what we got here. So not really sure, the correlation of how this is gonna, translate to fantasy, but apparently Saquon and Debo are hanging out this offseason, and they've been working together throughout during this offseason time.
That's weird. I mean, cool. It's like, hey,
yeah,
how do I be a better running back?
Let's go.
He's like, how do I be a better receiver?
Yeah.
Together we could help each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now it's cool that we got this little sound bite. This is from it's not a sound bite, but at least a quote that we got here. It's from the podcast that Michael Vick did with Tyreek Hill, and they were talking. I mean, one of the things they have in common is Andy Reid. They both played for Andy Reid. Both got a second chance from Andy Reid, so they're talking about him a lot. And Vic thinks that Andy Reid's legacy is going to surpass Bill Belichick when it's all said and done. And he said not just the amount of Super Bowls. He said just that's not the only argument. But he said just like the teams that he was getting to the NFC Championship like year after year.
Yeah. Same thing with the AFC Championship. I mean, it was like Patrick Mahomes in that offense. You know what I mean? The defense is never really the one that, you know what I mean? Like,
he's going back to Eagles days too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, just even the Alex Smith Chiefs years, but where it was really predicated more on their defense. You know what I'm saying? And like they just play like a controlled style offense.
Oh shit! Big Ten says he thinks Andy already has. I don't think people would say that because Bill having
all the titles.
I don't even think people think about his 2 as an offensive coordinator either. So he does have 8 total. If they're breaking it down that way.
I mean, he has so many AFC title rings.
I don't know why. Did I say defensive coordinator?
Also, I will say this about Belichick about Andy Reid is that Andy Reid doesn't have the blemishes on his resume as far as like the cheating and
and I guess Big Ten's is right. Before Brady, Bill had a losing record. Yeah, and I mean, I know someone. Where was he? Browns and Jets before he went to the.
It's kind of a hard. I mean, that's kind of a. I mean, you can't really say he had a losing record, bro. He had Cleveland in the playoffs. What?
So how? Okay, I know that the Eagles hadn't won a championship, like forever, but like. Were they good in the 90s? Like, were they a playoff? Like, who knows? Were they making it to the playoffs consistently?
You weren't there, though, in the 90s, though.
No, I know he wasn't. That's what I'm asking. Did they have, like,
Reggie White.
The previous years Randall. Before he got there? Because he's there, early 2000s when he got there? And, I mean, they were always winning. I mean, I know they had McNabb, but, I mean, that was just a good choice of them to take McNabb also. Because the number 3 pick was a bust. And he was like the guy who
everyone thought.
Yeah. Product of San Diego.
Yeah, I mean Donovan McNabb was cool. You know what I'm saying? And like they did all kinds of my bad, it was a fucking fly and shit. I mean, they shit. Remember they brought over Terrell Owens? Like they weren't playing, bro. Like fucking Westbrook was a bad motherfucker.
Brian Dawkins, fucking one of the best like strong safeties ever. What do you think about this, Bogey? He said, "I wonder how much Bieniemy leaving is going to impact their offense." Chiefs won a couple of really important games by 3 last year.
Yeah, but see, that also could mean on the flip side of that, like, is their defense going to be able to like not give up so many points?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think that it's still Andy Reid is the ultimately the architect of their game plan. It's just the offensive coordinator, and when those guys are, I mean, they're helping with the game plan all week. But like also they have Bieniemy calling. They even had Bieniemy calling plays at one point. They even had Matt Nagy calling plays at one point years ago, back in 2017.
One of the things that Vic said, he was like, compared to all these other offenses that he's been in, he was like, with Andy Reid, it was all about just like easy plays to like just like get things going, and everything's super simple.
Yeah, I mean West Coast offense.
Yeah, they're not doing a lot of like super creative, like I mean maybe you had a couple end arounds with Tyreek Hill like here and there like thrown in, for a while, but it's all pretty much like straightforward. I mean they run through the middle of the field with Travis Kelce. I mean a lot's always happened in the middle field anyways, and even now it seems like Mahomes, like we don't even really see him going down the field unless someone is like just so wide open that he has to hit him.
But also because the way the defense is morphed. The way defense is morphed into playing him with that two shell deep, the two shell look, the two safeties, right? For sure. And like, so they just they just shred you up underneath. You know what I mean? Like, you almost can't even play like that anymore because they just don't have a Tyreek Hill where it's necessary. But it's also just like if you have these prolific offenses, this is how defenses play against you now. Like if you're a Josh Allen, they do the same thing. You know what I mean? Two high safeties, same thing they do it to Burrow. You know what I mean? When you get to like the mobile QB,
that's why Diggs is pissed. He can't get shipped. Got the two high safeties. He's usually like triple covered, like throughout the play.
Mm-hmm. They swarming. You know what I mean? But I mean that's just then you know what I mean. It becomes how good of a play caller are you? How, you know what I mean? How good is your QB? You know what I mean? Switching to the right play. You know what I'm saying? Under pressure. I mean, it's so fucking fast in the NFL. That's why he said like with Andy Reid, make things simple, right? Look, what did he do when Mahomes got under center finally in 2018? You know he did. He started doing more spread offenses because this is what he thrived in college.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. And then like you have like a 4 wide receiver set, and Kelce and Hill are 2 of the 4. You know what I mean? It was crazy, bro. 2 deep. We had the 2 deep crossers with a shallow crosser, and then boom, you just hit like Kareem Hunt off a wheel route, and he's gone. You know what I mean? It's just like it's so much bells and whistles and.
Here we go. So James said, Eagles fan here, and he said Cowboys dominated the NFC East in the 90s. Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. And he said the Eagles dominated the NFC East in the 2000s. I mean, that was the Reid era. So,
and then I can't remember what year it was, but since then there hasn't been a repeat champion in that division. It keeps getting switched around.
I mean, it's probably since somewhere.
Last year it was the Eagles. Year before that it was the Boys. Year before that it was the surprise Washington. Right, because all the other injuries to the other other division QBs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Fucking the year before that was the Eagles. Yep, 2019 it was the Eagles.
And Big Ten said realistically, if Brady doesn't pop New England, I think it was on the verge of being sold. Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Because, I mean, they have Drew Bledsoe, at the time. And, like, he got hurt, but he was still one of the better.
He got hurt because destiny said it. You don't question destiny.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's funny.
And you don't send Aaron Jones thinking you're getting Olave. Big Tens. I was like, Aaron Jones, what?
One sec.
I'm
All
down to
right.
move on Lavedo, but it's got to be righteous.
So let's see. Yeah, actually, really that's it. Everything else is kind of bullshit. Like for today, 4th of July, you know, so
Yeah,
really
there
light
was
news.
something- I might have missed it. I knew there was something that was interesting. Oh yeah, we did the Cowboys win. That's just, you know what's interesting to me about the Cowboys win? They only got 50 million to do that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I bet you that means they filmed it themselves and then they took it to Netflix and Netflix bought it. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's probably him getting 50 million just for the likeness of the show because got to give up so much likeness and give the access. I mean, that's probably what it is.
I want America. I want the world to see America's team. We're gonna be the world's team.
And Big Ten said I'm aware of that, but if memory serves right, they were bleeding money so bad that they were shopping the team. Let's go see. When did Robert Kraft buy the Patriots?
Yeah, he bought them in the mid 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, because they were already going
January 1994.
Okay, yeah, because then already 2 years later, they're already losing the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, like, Kraft mac and cheese. Like, but, you know, however much money he loses on the Patriots, people eat so much macaroni and cheese, it don't matter.
Man, I felt like this motherfucker been getting me in all my life. Now my kids, that's all they want to fucking eat. What in the fuck?
And, okay, so as a parent, I hate that, like, Noble only wants to eat, like, mac and cheese and chicken tenders and, like, hot dogs. And, like, but that's every kid, though, right?
Yeah, all my kids are. At least like they'll eat, like, rice and things.
Noble, he'll eat rice, but he only white
like,
he's got to have some soy sauce.
Yeah, but see, like, like some steak and rice or chicken and rice or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But like outside of that, they're not really adventurous at all. You know, they eat a cheese pizza even. You know what I mean? Like they don't want. They don't even like sandwiches like that. If they eat a burger, it's a plain cheeseburger, just plain meat and cheese and bread. I like that.
Yeah.
A wonderful world of condiments.
Yeah, it's my pick. Where
is it? The Matrix? Did
you make
that?
Oh no, you picked there. I made my pick over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sopranos. That's what it is. Forget about it. Yeah. Hey, what up, Rage Boy 28? He said, "Cheer." Oh, is this a Cheer 100? Hold on, let me go see. Hold on. Sorry, we're slacking on Twitch. Not a lot of people have been showing up over there lately, but yeah, he threw the 100 bits out there. Rage Boy, you the man.
Shout out to Rage Boy. He's out there raging.
He said, I do a keepers league. I'm not going to keep Justin Jefferson this year. Wait. First, we're gonna go back and we're gonna.
Who convinced you to do that?
Yeah, but I was debating on if I should trade him after the draft because his value is through the roof. Should I say? So that's why he's not going to keep, because you might be trading him away. It depends on plan on trading him away for, but I'm going to say you keep him.
I don't know. I just it's so funny, like how people are so certain of these things they're going to do. You know what I mean? I'll just keep Jefferson.
He has the most yards out of any wide receiver ever through 3 seasons. We're like witnessing history here. Like I'd rather want to be a part of that history.
While his value was high, I don't know, man. That sounds like a crooked ass league mate that's like getting in your ear so he can like get a chance to get Jefferson.
Keep him. Don't trade him away.
Yeah, bro.
You got to be getting a really big haul, and like Chase should be included somewhere.
Yeah, it's gotta be like or like a Garrett Wilson or someone like young and hot, and then I need more on top of that. You know what I mean? And I need I need it all.
Yeah, or else there's no point. Like they didn't. I mean, if anybody's worried about Addison like stealing work from Justin Jefferson, like I wouldn't really be worried about that.
they're gonna have so much pass volume that even those other guys are gonna, Hawkinson and Addison are gonna be fantasy viable, and then Jefferson could still be the number one guy. It's
I've
just
said it multiple times, and I'm pretty sure you did. Kirk has a great shot of throwing for 5,000 yards this year.
I mean,
I think he's going.
I mean, he's got like a cunt hair underneath it a few times before when he was with Sean McVay in Washington, and this is a Sean McVay disciple, and it is no coincidence that they go from Cup. I mean, Kevin O'Connell goes from having Cooper Kupp, and he's the number one receiver. Then he goes to Minnesota, and now he has Jefferson be the number one receiver. I don't really think there's too much of a drop off here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Tyreek Hill, because even there's an argument. Well, Jalen Waddle's there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I just don't really. They're gonna throw the ball so much. That's the culture over there. You know what I mean? That's the type of offense they run. They're a pass first team, and they have a bad defense right now on paper still. So I don't really see too much changing.
They got rid of Dalvin Cook, and it is for the money, but it still makes their run game not what it was. Their defense only got worse. Minus Byron Murphy. I mean, he's one of the pieces that's going to make it better for sure, at least from the cornerback standpoint. But outside of that, I think they're going to give up a lot of points, and they're going to have to throw it a lot too. And Derek said, my little daughter only wants a plain cheeseburger with nothing on it. You're right, Bogey. That's noble. He's got to have a plain cheeseburger, like any kind of
ketchup and mustard,
any kind of
lettuce, tomato, mayo. I'm like, come on, let's just start up. You know me. You know what they say? We're barbecuing. We're making burgers. Well, I just put everything on it. Whatever you guys got, just throw it all on it. You know what I mean?
It's your boy Warren J.
Let's start on that for Derek. He said, I want it all.
Brand new socks and drawers.
Show you how we keeping it real with it. This world is built on material things.
Okay, Big Ten said I was wrong in 94. They attempted to move the Patriots to St. Louis, but that's when Kraft bought the stadium in 88. He wouldn't let him Okay. Damn, that's wild. He bought the stadium before he owned the team. Wow. 170 million.
I love this game too much. I wish these haters
Crispy said double quarter pounder with cheese over the Big Mac. Well, Crispy, we know that you like your meat, bro. Way more meat in a double quarter pounder with cheese than a Big Mac.
And yeah, y'all in effect, that's on me.
You can turn that into a Big Mac, right? I mean, you wouldn't have the extra fun. You can get the Big Mac sauce and just put the lettuce on that bit.
The very next day, don't cry, hold your head up high, and remember what you told yourself, nigga. I said, remember what you told yourself, nigga.
Big Ten's good, but I think Andy Reid's a better coach.
Well, remember what you told yourself.
So Belichick is defense, Andy Reid is offense. Offense rules these days.
I want it all. Houses, expenses, my own business, a truck, and a couple of business. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers, and I'm balling every time I stop and talk to y'all. I want it all. I want it all.
I want it all, so I gotta wake up and ball. And thanks to y'all, I got plaques on the wall. Mac 10 lace with the know-how to paper chase. Crushed dice on my rolly face and the platinum fan base. From networking and hustling, no doubt I got clout and lit a lifestyle.
Yeah, and Derek said this song for Bogey. He wanted it all for JJ. You damn right.
Willing and able to shoot no yos at the crap table. And while you can't get off the ground, I'm getting high.
All right, let me make my pick over here. I just snatched up a couple IDP players in the last couple rounds.
I'm a ball and never fall, cause Mac 10 want it all.
Want it all.
Money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, and champagne.
Did every damn thing.
I want it all. Houses, expenses, my own business, a truck, and a couple of minutes. I want it all.
Brand new socks and drawers.
And I'm balling every time I stop and talk to y'all. I want it all. I want it all. Me and 10 get paid, escapade to the spot. We hot, like rock served on hot blocks. I know this money make the world circulate. So we gon' stack and take a sip and percolate. Bump, let the whoop sub, show the homies love.
And Big Ten said, well, yeah, but weren't the Chiefs number 2 in the league for pass rush last year? I mean, well, yeah, I mean, that's not. I don't know. There's a lot of things on defense. Like, you look at how many points they gave up. Like, I mean, there's a lot. But yeah, they did have a tough pass rush because of what's his name, Jones. What up, Devo? He said, "What up, y'all? Just got off work. Let's get it."
Yeah, man. Happy 4th.
Yeah, because it's gonna be the last show of the day. That's what we all got the family stuff planned for later.
Yeah, I'm about to get tagged in a few minutes here.
There we go.
Yeah, my girl's going back to work today and shit. Gotta get that double pay.
Sure.
Couple of business I want to know.
Yeah, today was a light news day. For those who just popped in, we did mention you can go back and do that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Yeah, Crispy said good spot to take Tony has. He's not there. He's already gone. Sure, you got him earlier than this, Crispy. Where'd you get him? Yeah, he's not even available. I don't know.
Another one before I go up and get these badass kids.
And Infinite says someone has to produce. Who are y'all picking up from the Texans? Pierce, I guess.
Pierce.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be one of those ones. It's funny. I just picked Robert Woods in the last round of a best ball, one that we finished yesterday, just because of Peacock saying he's probably going to be the number 1. But that number 1, I mean, it still might be hella ugly. And
well, the number 1 in that system. I mean, what is that guy gonna get? Like 6-7 targets max a game? That I don't even think that.
Like, is he gonna be what Brandon Cooks was? Like, I don't think so.
I think he's not even that type of receiver. He's more like a slot, like over the middle, like route runner type of guy. You know what I mean? And he's a phenomenal blocker. Give me Dameon Pierce.
And Infinite said, who's the number 1 and 2 wide receivers from the Chiefs? I mean, is it Tony and Sky officially?
Tony and Sky, but there's different. Like, I think Tony's the one, quote unquote, but I think Sky Moore is the guy that's gonna have the floor because he's gonna play like the more slot. You know what I mean?
Because it's funny if you go look on like ESPN, they've had MVS, as the number 1 like ever since Juju left. I mean, that's their prediction,
MVS, you know why they went to MVS on that goal line in the Super Bowl? And he caught that touchdown? It's because no one would ever fucking think he'll catch it. You know what I mean? Terrible hands, that MVS.
Yeah. And Tino just said Kelsey. Yeah, for sure. Number 1 wide receiver, number 1 tight end, number 1 pass catcher, number 1 everything. Mahomes' best friend.
Even likes ketchup on his steak? Just
I'm sure, it's an acquired taste, but if you hang out with Mahomes enough, I bet you'll like it. Especially with 2 Super Bowl rings on your finger, I bet the ketchup just starts tasting better and better.
He's like, man, listen, bro, I'm about to start eating. I'm just my son. Listen, you're eating ketchup on steak. Now the champions do it.
Uh-oh. Okay. What if it's like ketchup mixed with A1 and that's the new sauce that they're bringing in?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But I've had steak sandwiches that got it all in there. Ketchup and mayo and A1 sauce and all the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Crispy, we know that he's a tight end, okay? Come on, Crispy. Tom said Nico breakout year. Could be. I mean, that's what Peacock said.
He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
But
adjustability is availability.
He's a giant slot receiver. You know what I mean? And then there's Noah Brown. Like, they went and got all these giant slot guys. Noah Brown. They got Nico Collins. I know Robert Wood's not a Giant, but he's a slot guy. You know what I mean? Mechie's going to be an outside guy. Maybe Mechie's the cool story that no one's talking about. You just really got to wait till training camp because it's like whoever they pair up with CJ Stroud is going to get, like say CJ Stroud is he's happens to be running with the team twos for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's in Tank Dell's on the twos. Maybe he has that initial rapport with him and they that's their connection. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It always happens. Like if the rookie doesn't start week 1, whenever they do come in, there's always another receiver that gets active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's just going to find his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And let me see. What was I going to say? And oh, yeah. Don't forget, we got the box break tomorrow for the cards. Let me pull it up here because we got a handful of teams that are still left, totally been spacing and just haven't even been reminding people about joining in on the box breaks here. But check out all the teams that are available. We got Cards, Ravens, Bills, Panthers, Bears, Lions, Texans, Colts, Raiders, Chargers, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, Patriots, Giants, Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks, Bucks, Titans, and the Commandos still available. Everything's $10. We're doing 3 boxes. We're doing the Don Russ Blaster Box. We're doing the 2022 Prism Blaster Box. And we're also doing a 2021 Panini Chronicles Draft Pick Blaster Box. So it's going to be a whole bunch of guys with their a lot in their college uniforms and stuff. And it's going to go
a lot of guys with their blasters out.
Whatever team you have, it is going to go to like whoever they were drafted to. That's going to be the team that gets them. Whatever team they were drafted to in 2021. But yeah, let me know what teams you guys want to lock in.
I like it.
And hey, what up, Stale Pork Chop? He said happy birthday to Toby Keith. Shout out.
Yeah.
And Crispy said, if that was a Jeopardy question, Kelsey would have been the wrong answer. The question asked, come on, man. But this is not Jeopardy.
My dad made a point there.
He did make a good point. But we're not playing Jeopardy right now.
Hey, Crispy used to like being in person, and no one ever disagrees with him, huh? Yeah,
no,
Mr. Crispy.
Of course not. It just stand. What'd you say? Just stand up. You're right, Crispy. You're right. You see, I ain't as good as I once was. Yeah, we'll talk mad shit to Crispy over the internet, never in person.
My dad's crazy, bro. Don't fuck with my dad.
Yeah, especially like you have no idea like what kind of things that he might have in his pockets. He might have a couple used Crispy rings, just hanging out in his pockets or something. Use those as weapons.
One of those giant novelty size wrenches. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Damn, this is crazy. Calvin Ridley just keeps getting picked higher and higher. He's got picked at the 4-1 in one of these drafts.
It's crazy because Calvin Ridley there, I just don't fuck with anybody else there. I don't have maybe Ingram if I had to start a tight end, and you should get him, you can still get him. I don't even like where Ingram goes. Actually, Ingram goes a little high in tight end leagues.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, just because of chasing last year, and that was like kind of a one-off.
Yeah,
kind of an outlier year. But then, I don't fuck with Kirk or none of the motherfuckers either. Based on that, I'm okay being wrong about Kirk. Kirk probably has some big games, but he's better served as the number 2 anyway. And then it's still an argument to be. It's still something to be seen. This guy Calvin Ridley's coming off of an entire year not playing football. He's on a new team. You know what I'm saying? New system.
Kirk and Trevor, you have the rapport now.
And it's like, he always reminded me of.
That was Song who took him there. Oh shit, son.
Song getting spicy. See, and here's one more thing.
Because he wouldn't be there. I mean, he probably wouldn't be there at the 5-12, or maybe it's a tough,
Yeah, when he comes back.
Yeah.
And then look at this though. Juju. I think people liked Juju back in the days when he had 1,800 yards, something like that, 1,700 yards, some shit. He was going crazy, right? Then he doesn't do that anymore with no age, with no Antonio Brown gone. And it's
Right.
like, let's see if Calvin Ridley, we're gonna see Calvin Ridley be a one finally. Because I mean, that last year with I mean, he still had Julio that last year he was there. You know what I
Right.
mean? He benefited off of, no matter how old Julio got at that point, it didn't matter. They're gonna double him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like Ridley made, he made it. Hey, you know what I mean? He had another one of them. What was his rookie year? 2018 went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm all about it though, but yeah, I'm not taking him over. Like I wouldn't take him over like Jerry Judy or DJ Moore, guys like that. But now it's like you might have to now if you want, really. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's Snail say? Oh, he's up there in VA. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Virginia.
Song said he's got Ridley everywhere. There we go. All right.
Yeah, I got a couple shares of Ridley and some Dynasty.
Stale said also shout out to my home state, Maryland, legalizing red states and sales, reds and sales on July 1st. Okay.
What does that mean?
So the weed, I'm assuming, is that
well, because I think maybe regular recreational, maybe, because I know Maryland.
I'm into the rec and sales, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because Maryland's been on board for hella long. Like medical shit. Like I already, I knew people in Maryland going to dispensaries and whatnot. But yeah, I guess for the recreational, no, I mean, shit, there's too much money to be made out here. You feel me? Let's get this, you know what I mean? Weed, it's funny too, because weed is the type of thing. It's like, man, you know what I mean? Weed's gonna become, especially the way they have it right now, where you can't take certain weed, you can't take this particular product and take it across states or whatever, state lines, whatever. Like you're just gonna have, like, you should have some more places that's renowned for certain strains. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure they have some of the best sour diesel in New York now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would imagine. Since that's what they would fucking want so goddamn fucking much.
It fucking better.
Right? I better go to New York if that's some good ass sour. I'll be sour as fuck.
Where's that sour diesel everyone talks about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said medical. Yeah, he says been super loose for years and kind of like how Cali was before legalizing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, like, so Cali was medical in like 1996. So yeah, for how it was from 1996 to 2018.
Yeah.
And it went fully recreational.
It's when they started taxing and waxing. That's why they was like, yeah, we're in shit. Go ahead, recreational. Pay all these taxes.
Well, here's what it comes down to. Can they make more money selling weed or putting people in jail for weed? I think that's kind of what this whole thing kind of came down to.
And then
California got to double dip.
Well, I would imagine since the Clintons were in that motherfucker, right? They passed whatever law, like was like the three strike shit or whatever. So it's like it assured they would have overrun prisons, and then they do. So it's like, we've been seeing the last 10, 15 years of them pardoning, fools that were rotting away in the Pinta way, fucking for like stupid shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, then they did like the massive release of a bunch of fools for marijuana charges too, right? Not too long ago.
Yeah.
I was even like, that was probably like the one like shining things that people we could say Trump did, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And Ryan said, sorry to double dip, but I have an offer in my inbox. Send Bateman and receive a third and receive James Conner in a second.
I mean, I'll probably do that if I need running back, because then I get a second rounder too. That's pretty, you know what I mean? That's pretty high draft pick to be able to parlay into something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if that's what it is, I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like with this question here. Let us know if that's right, Ryan. But yeah, I mean, I would do the James Conner in a second.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't like James Conner at all either. I mean, he's going to be a running back on a bad offense, so we got to hope that they don't abandon him, and when they abandon the run, they still use him in the passing game, which is probably a safe bet. I just don't know what kind of offense it's going to be either. New regime, I don't know anything about the OC, so I don't really have an opinion outside of like, I don't think that they'll probably be having the #1 pick next year.
Yeah. And we know that, Crispy said prisons are all about the money. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
I mean, shit is private. Motherfuckers is private owned and shit. But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all, everybody be safe.
Yep, we're about to get out of here. Yep, I'm about to get out of here too. Crispy said he took Lloyd, motherfucker. Got him. Swooped him. All right, peace out, everybody.
Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.